films people and asks them about what they're looking for in their journalist.
Just tell me about it. Tell me about what you've done with window cleaning. How many years you've been doing it?
23, nearly 24 years coming up. So I was young, didn't have grey hair back then.
Do you get judged a lot for like your line of work, being like a manual worker or a window cleaner?
There is, to a certain degree. Years ago, definitely. Years ago, people would just think, you know, oh, you're just a dodgy window cleaner or something, you know, like, because that's what you do. In a lot of the villages, most people know us, and they know exactly who I am, you know. I've been going for years, and it is that kind of thing of, they would always just recommend me, you know, because they know they can trust me. You know, I get left in people's houses with their keys, you know, and they'll say to me, can you clean all the windows inside, and, you know, just sort of lock up afterwards and things like that. So it's kind of, you know, there's a real big trust aspect there, you know. Whereas if you just get somebody off the street, are you really going to trust them to just come walking around your house, inside, whatever, you know, whatever you want doing straight away? It takes a long time to build that trust up.
What don't you like about window cleaning and your job?
I don't know. It's difficult. There's nothing not to like, you know. Do you know what? I've got to say, it's only the weather. That's probably about it. Ain't much else I don't. I like being outside. Love being outside. Best times for me being outside. Lovely customers. I like doing the actual job. It's rewarding, like I say. We used to clean Warwick Hospital. It used to take like 5-6 days to clean. Yeah. And then you have to get everything signed off and everything and things like that. So it could be tough, you know, especially when there's patients lying in beds and people are expecting you to clean the window behind. It's also rewarding because we've got customers that live on their own who've got no families and things like that, and we'll go in and sit down and have a tea with them and things, you know, and have a chat with them and just take the time out. And, you know, it's probably made their day, made their week, really, you know, if they haven't really seen anybody. It's a big profession now, you know what I mean? Like, when I first started, hardly anybody would be in villages that we were in. You'd rarely ever see another window cleaner. And now, when I'm at work, I'll probably pass 2, maybe 3 vans a day that are other window cleaners, you know, going out to work. So it's kind of, you know, I've gone from seeing hardly any at all on the road to quite a lot.
What are some of your favourite things about the job?
Do you know, sometimes when windows are really green or really dirty, things like that, and you can get them pristine clean and they look absolutely beautiful, and you think, wow, you know, you can see what you've actually done, rather than selling somebody something and just, you know, you just give somebody something and your service is done. This, you can actually physically see it.
See, what do you think about Dad being a window cleaner? Go on then. Do you think Daddy's job's cool? Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you been out with Daddy before doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I've, yeah.
What time do you usually wake up for work?
I get up at 6 to sort of start getting things ready and everything, and yeah, start work about 8:30 and finish about 4:30. Later in the summer, pays the mortgage, keeps everyone fed.
Would you consider your job quite dangerous?
Yes, it did. Especially the old days, it used to be very dangerous because we used to have to do 3-storey buildings with ladders quite high. Also, tiles, you got to watch out because you could crack them or even slip off them. So you've always got to be aware of your surroundings, and also some equipment you've got to be careful, especially the razor, which is used to scrape stuff off the windows, because sometimes if you didn't put the it's like a catchment top on it, you could put your hand in your pouch and cut your finger.
What do you think the best thing is about your job?
That's got to be the people. You meet people of all different ages, backgrounds, status in life, professions. You know, I've met famous people just working class people, but the majority, I would say, have always been very pleasant, welcoming. So yeah, I've enjoyed it. Having a cup of tea and a biscuit with them is good. Cold weather, they bring you in by the fire, have a good chat. Hot weather, they make sure you're okay with water. So all of these things I think really could lead to a good relationship with the customers, which in turn makes the job a joyful one.
What sort of areas do you clean while working, and which area is your favourite?
Well, most of our areas are probably out in the country where it's sort of some of the houses could be quite big with lots of land. And yes, we do urban areas like cities and stuff like that, but for me, probably the farms are my favourite because, you know, they're out the way, they're sort of big surroundings, you see the animals, fresh air. And yeah, I think I enjoy those ones the most, really, yeah. I tend to find that the first house I do, I'm quite slow, take my time, it gets me into it. But once I've done a couple of houses, I'll get quite a decent rhythm. Basically, I'll do the tops, windows, come down, do the bottoms, go around the corner, tops, bottoms. Pretty much that's the routine, really, for most houses. And yeah, I'll just do the best I find. If I clean the shelves and do the best I can, cobwebs, the day goes quicker if I take pride in the job I'm doing. I do like window cleaning, but I do wish that I would have been trained as a bricklayer. I think that's something that would have interested me, being able to learn how to lay bricks, build houses, that type of thing. So that, and also I do gardening is something I perhaps would have liked to have done too.
Cool.
That it?
Should be alright. I think I've got... Yeah, we've been speaking for about 10 minutes.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Cool. Should we get Mal in it as well?